Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of MetalmarkthebossTwitching. I'm MetalmarkTheBoss. Last time I left you off at the camp, I used clairvoyance, and I walked down the path. I ran into Avril's logging, like she runs one of them log companies, and then right down from it there was two guards talking to this red guard woman. They thought she was the one they were looking for, the one that I'm semi looking for, and they left her alone. Then they walked down and ran into wolves. They both died. I killed the wolves. She hid in the waterfall. I kept following the clairvoyant path. An ice wraith killed this one dude. I don't know if he's from this town or not, but he had some good stuff on him. I looted his body. And I got here. I stopped at the cathedral. They said there's like a candle lit. This is like they're in here forever. And then, there was guards harassing this dark elf. They said they don't like the Argonians. Dark elf. This is the spot where the ships are in the back, and their encampment or whatever is back there. And now I'm at the little boy that's casting the rituals. I just entered his house.
Here. So very tired. Please, how long must I do this? You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! Of course you are! I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grelod the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grelod the Kind! It's Honor Hall Orphanage, in Riften. She got sick last winter, when the snows came, and she never got better, not all year. One night, she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go into Honor Hall Orphanage. It's not fair! I've never been more sure about anything in my entire life. Someone like Grelod doesn't deserve to live one more day. She's a monster! I have a family heirloom you can have. Supposed to be sort of valuable. I hope that's all right. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there. Please don't kill Constance Michelle. She really is kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarl.
Take care with those flames.
Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you
The
are.
Stormcloaks are finding victory across
Things
the
hinge
land.
on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
I'm not much
The
of a
people are
strategist.
behind
but
you.
Lord Ulfric listens to my
many,
counsel
I
all the
fear,
same.
still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
If you have any news
We've
of the
been
Western
soldiers a
Hordes,
long
take it to
time.
Ulfric immediately.
We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breaths. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Yes, make it quick. I'm a busy. Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why's a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? You mistake me. I'm not saying no. just wondering about your intentions. We're not looking for sellswords. The Stormcloaks need dedicated men and women who are devoted to the cause and willing to die for it. Watch yourself out there.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory for Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
All the WindHelm.
Grew up here. Cold as at Mora, but that just grows the beard sticker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
You look awful. Mind what or who you practice this on? Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull. The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
When Grimvar asks me why women are being killed around the city, I don't even know what to say to him.
Need something? Need something?
few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Everyone says Yorland Grey every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Yorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Take a look.
I didn't ask him for much. Just a few septims.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall... It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. All right then.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's part.
And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land.
Fruits and vegetables, all ripe and ready.
That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what WindHelm justice tastes like.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired. Fair winds and calm sailor's party.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
I have a little of everything for sale.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Spare a coin for...
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Always sad when someone has to die. Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Another one. Terrible. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. I mostly deal with petty thievery
Listen,
and drunken dogs.
no, sorry.
Been too long since
But
we've
I
had a good
did
family
notice that her
trade.
coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
My job's simple enough. The dead don't really complain much.
If you've got some time, my sister and I once traveled the world to assemble. I don't care much for the war.
Spare a coin. Talos reward. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divines smile on a charitable soul.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thum be taught like any skill? Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Luckily, WindHelm is cold, so the dead don't rot as quickly. Sometimes the burial has to wait for the ground.
You're the new member of the Companions. So you
Don't
what?
suppose you'd enchant my
Fetch the
sword.
mead?
Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to your life, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be an official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Spare a in for a poor. Old woman.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall. Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
The Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. Why they can't...
Don't be so sure.
I've no problem with orcs, but that stronghold they've got in the southeast,
The
Nazulpur,
Empire's putting a
it's an
great
affront
deal
to
of
my
pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
The storm. I'm not much of a strategist. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts.
They all know that.
My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Soon.
Travel safely. It's dangerous.
I still say
terrible shame what happened to those women.
Dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a
Grew up
message
here.
to the other
A lot of history in these walls.
Whoever we replace
Trying
them
to make
with
some
will
more.
need the support
It's a
of
lucky
our
time to
army.
be alive.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun.
Yes? Hmm?
If we could take the
I'll
city
take my
without
leave then.
bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
The people are behind you.
What is it? Dragons?
You all right? You look like you might be sick.
Working in WindHelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Heard about you. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead. All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Is it Imperial?
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares. Talk to the elf. I've a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers. Aye. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure.
I'm not much
on
of a
the White
strategist, but Lord Ulfric
And what
listens
would
to
you
my
have
counsel
me do?
all the same. If you have
If
any
he's
news
not
of the
with
Western
us,
Holds,
he's against
take it to
us.
Ulfric immediately.
He knows that.
Terrible shame
all
what
know
happened
that.
to those women.
How long
Travel safely.
are you going to
It's
wait?
dangerous out there.
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Out with it.
If by message you mean shoving a sword through
Grew
his
up
gullet.
here. Cold as that morn.
Taking his
The
city
tensions
and
crossed
leaving
the
him in
hills.
disgrace would make a more powerful
Right then.
statement.
It's so good. Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the magic.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
See, this is what happened to me last time. I couldn't...
Staying safe, I hope? Aye.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say. You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listened. Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Travel safely. It's
If by
dangerous
message
out there.
you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
A more powerful state, don't you think?
So we're ready.
Frigga Shattershield, I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
Still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other god.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in WindHelm. Suicide.
Lord Nilsson has
I've been a bit
wrecked
out of...
since sister was
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
Assorted wares and tools you just
Fruits and vegetables, all ripe and ready for your table.
I have a little of everything for sale. Come, see for yourself.
I've had enough troubles recently. What is it that you're after?
Buying
Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
No lollygagging.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard.
Don't be so.
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares.
The Empire
Talk to
is
the
putting a
elf.
great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I've never seen anything like it.
He's against
I would take this to Calixto at the House
He
of
knows
Curiosities.
that. They all
He has
know
a good
that.
eye for strange trinkets.
How long?
Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
You think I need to send Bolgar a stronger
Have you been talking to Viola
my
Giordano?
message
She posts those all
shall
over
be
the
the
city,
sword
and
through
someone
his
keeps
comments.
taking them down.
Taking
Ask
the
her
city
about
and
it if you
leading
want an
against
earful.
Grace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
Travel safely.
So we're
It's
ready
dangerous
to
out
start
there.
this war in earnest then.
Soon.
I still say
Captain Lonely Gale has... I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. They say they're too busy with a war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives. I've been trying to put those up around the city, to warn people. Have them keep their eyes open. But someone keeps taking them down. You say you found it in Hiram? Frigga's old place? Let's go have a look around there. I've got a feeling about this one. I'll meet you over there.
My sister... Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of WindHelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. Woundfirth? Bah! It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. A most pleasant chat. Until the next. I don't care much for the war one way. If you've got some time, stop. The Wheelstone? Have you decided to sell it yet? I bid you safe travels.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army until I took a sword to the chest. I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. All right, then.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close? My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. Let's go. I'd rather not stay out here alone any longer than I have to. After what happened to those other... Look here. There's something strange about this cabinet. Look here. There's something strange about this cabinet. Women murdered time and again, and all the guards care about is the war. Oh my! That you go first.
Alright, YouTube, I'm going to have to let you go here.
Be on the lookout.
Hit that subscribe button. Check out my merch store. I'll see you guys next time. Later.